Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the SDFC Fancast.
Wow,
Everyone,
man,
it's
great
actually
job.
Sunday. We're recording on a Sunday. We're
Oh
keeping our
my
schedule.
God.
Look at us, so professional. How's everybody doing?
If it's cool, can we just call this now and record tomorrow?
You son of a gun. Absolutely
me.
not.
I'm tired as fuck.
Oh,
Why not feeling it?
absolutely not.
No, I was totally kidding.
Hey, they're all like ready to
I don't
quit.
know. I thought you were
Everybody's
serious,
all
bro.
serious. Like,
Oh wow.
I
They
thought
heard
you
Trevor.
were. I don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard producer Trevor for the first time in the history of the podcast.
To be fair, that was a
That's
very
staying
like.
in.
Shit.
I thought you were like dead serious.
Speaking of producer Trevor, happy 40th birthday. Mamma
Whoa.
mia.
Oh yeah. We played
Guys.
some computer games yesterday to celebrate.
You sure
That was
did.
fun.
Overwatch.
Very late
Yeah.
at night, hence why we're so tired. At least Nate and I.
Yeah.
Probably Trevor.
Chris and a buddy of ours came over to the house and we had a LAN party like old days, like we're in high school. And Chris attacked me. He wrestled me because I have mats on my floor in the spare room. So I don't know. Chris edits it. I'll have Julie send the video. We'll see if he puts it in.
Oh. Damn it, you have me right where you want me, I can tell.
0% chance you were sober.
yeah.
And nothing. He just preemptively attacked me for no reason,
Yeah.
Wasn't even
Sounds about
talking
right.
smack or nothing like usual.
Sounds about right.
You were being disrespectful. I got my ass beat, but for those who don't know, Nate is like a professional wrestler, basically. So I never stood a chance, even though I got him by like a foot. But our other friend, Ronnie, kicked his ass. Got him in a rear naked almost immediately.
He builds websites.
That's amazing.
So does Mark Zuckerberg, and apparently he's like some kind of badass.
Dude, he actually trains for real. Yeah, I've seen some videos of him, and he takes that stuff seriously. I wouldn't mess with the Zuck. Yeah.
Keegan, that's your name, right? Can I call you Key?
Yeah.
Or maybe just Gan. I'll call you Gan. Gan, do you remember what happened when you and I dabbled in wrestling in Montana?
Vaguely, but I remember you crying at one point. You seemed very upset. I challenged Chris as I would challenge Nate back in the day, and it didn't go very well for me.
We wrestled twice.
I was close.
You were not close. Keegan's got me by 4 inches, by the way, but I just obliterated this kid.
That's up for debate.
There were witnesses. I could
get
someone to corroborate the story.
I wonder how many wrestling matches there were at the Vista apartment back in the day. Probably a lot.
It was more like sharing a cigar because we had never smoked a cigar before because we were so young.
Don't bring that up.
And
sick.
It was so gross. One of our friends just really wetted his whistle, so to speak, on the cigar. It was disgusting.
You don't pass cigars around though. It's not something you share. But anyway, I digress.
It was not dry. Anyways, SDFC.
Yeah.
News?
There is news. There is official news. There's rumors of stuff. The first one, we'll start with the official stuff. And Carlos Aviña is not the sporting director. And I just looked it up on like the 2nd of April, somewhere around there. ESPN announced they had released an article saying that Aviña was going to sign with the team. And they seemed super confident. A bunch of people seemed super confident. So that one kind of threw me. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was locked down. No idea what. Yeah.
Is there no other name?
Not that I'm aware of. I haven't heard rumors of anybody else. Actually, now that you say that, he was the only one that I heard. But maybe Monaco wanted to keep him, or I don't know. I don't know what the heck happened there. But I thought he was for sure.
Interesting. I wonder if he just. I mean, it looks like maybe. I mean, the deal just didn't go through. I wonder if he wanted too much money, or or what? That's pretty wild. I thought it was a for sure thing.
Yeah, me too. I wonder what changed there. That was interesting. But on that front, Tom Bogart said that the Chucky Lozano deal was going to move forward, which a lot of articles were coming out saying that he wanted to stay in Europe and those types of things. So that was another interesting one. I wonder if, of the rumors about who SDFC were looking to sign, showing that type of ambition and all that stuff, kind of showed him this is a place he would want to be, or I don't know. I wonder, or if they were just playing hard to get at the end to get, maybe a little bit more money or something like that. But either which way, I might still be pumped for him to join the squad.
Where did you hear this news? I can't see anything about it.
About Tom Bogart tweeted it, I believe.
Oh, he did. I don't see that.
Yeah. So that's where I saw it. But where I go for my news, I'll just tell everybody. I go to all the different subreddits I talk about. MLS subreddit. San Diego F.C. has their own subreddit. Soccer subreddit. A bunch of places like that. Transfer market. I'll go on FOP Mob all the time. Just all the normal stuff. But
Yeah.
Word up.
So the deal for SDFC is signed Chucky Lozano for around $12 million is all agreed and nearly done. Expected to be signed and complete in coming days. But they expect Lozano to remain at PSV until January, which makes sense. Wow, cool.
Sweet.
Sounds like we're
That'd be pretty rad, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely
And then
huge.
Colonial, the big rumor is Keylor Navas. I know you're a fan. You want to, talk about him a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably speak more to his history and class, but I just been a fan. And then last I saw, he was playing for Forest, and then I don't know where he went after that. Remember, he went over there for I don't even know if he played a whole season. And
Yeah,
then
he
I'm
got
not
loaned
sure
there
where
for
he's
a
at.
season from PSG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so no, he just seems like he's super class, and I know you've said he's sort of underrated, and I don't know, it would be a huge presence in goal.
I think he has kind of historically, or maybe not underrated, or I don't know what the term would be, but he was benched a lot, a second choice keeper, but he won the Champions League with Real Madrid 3 seasons in a row. I'd have to look up to see if he was a starting keeper for all 3, but I know he was for at least one. And so that'd be incredible. That'd be an incredible signing, in my opinion. And we were looking it up. I looked up his accolades, and he has won pretty much in every league he's played in. Even the Costa Rican league, he played for Saprissa, and he won the CONCACAF Champions Cup in 2004, 2005. So he is just a serial winner. That'd be pretty killer.
He's very familiar with, I want to say, American style of play, or maybe the MLS, because he's played in many a CONCACAF match, being Costa Rican. So I think it would be a pretty smooth transition. Curious what that means for Ree. But I think we brought it up on a previous podcast. I think it would be amazing for Ree to learn from someone like Keylor Navas. That would be, it's like getting power leveled.
Yeah, dude, that would be incredible. No, that would be really cool. And then on the rumor front as well, I read that Marco Reus, Charlotte had the discovery rights to signing him, and I read that he rejected them. I don't know how official that is, but that's what the rumor is, that he would. The MLS teams that are interested in him, he's not interested in them. Ooh, little.
So St. Louis as well. Wasn't that the rumor last week?
I thought so. So a little unrequited love going on there. I like it. Maybe he'll come to San Diego FC. I would love to have Marco Reus here.
Yeah.
Dude, his vibes are awesome. I saw that his last Bundesliga game, he bought beers for everybody on his way out. If we had a guy like that here, it would be great. Just fun vibes and a great player. That'd be awesome.
He's like, let me get some IPAs here in San Diego. That's not a very good German accent.
Yeah,
I don't know what I was doing.
Hey, yo, hosers.
Don't you know we got the beers here? I'm from Germany.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we got beers. We got carne asada burritos.
You got to get that true
Wisconsin?
coat, SDFC. You need that true coat, don't you know?
I am all over the place.
But yeah, that would be cool. Also, that would suck to be a Charlotte fan and be like, hell yeah, Discovery rights, all pumped, and then he's like, no thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, for real.
It's got to be tough to be a team like nothing against Charlotte. I hear it's beautiful over there, but like for these international players that probably don't know a ton about the States, like it seems, at least from like a geographical perspective, going to, LA or San Diego or maybe New York or Florida would be more enticing for players like that.
I totally agree. It's got to be tough for those other teams to compete with the coastal teams or the big. I would say Chicago maybe on the list because it's just a known city. But even then, Miami, or like you said, San Diego. Can't beat that.
It's beneficial for us, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take advantage, huh? Speaking of more SDFC news, we actually did sign an agreement with the Xolos, the Tijuana team, a new 5-year deal where we'll play them once a year, I guess, and all of them are announced to be at Snapdragon Stadium for the time being. So, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I live a mile from the stadium. So.
Yeah, exactly. Just fun football.
Yeah, I think it'll be. Go ahead, Keegan.
No, all right. I was just gonna say, I think it's great for outreach too, for get players from Mexican soccer who are good, who want to come here. It benefits us. There's no real downside, especially it's all played in SDFC. It'll get people from Mexico coming over the border. It'll increase status of SDFC around the world as well. It plays, they're not international games, but it's good. I think we could pull some good talent, hopefully too. We establish we're a good team, and it'll be fun. Like, I'm looking forward to it. More games, the better.
That's what I was going to say. I think it's good exposure for us. I mean, the fans or soccer folks from below the border probably already know about SDFC and they're aware of what's happening. But to increase that fan base, them coming across the border and going to some games up here at Snapdragon, I think it'll do great in terms of exposure and getting more people on board with the team.
Yeah, I think it's going to be killer. I'm looking forward to it. And Xolos have cool scarves. They have a cool mascot and all that stuff. So it'll be fun to buy some of their merch. That'll be cool. Speaking of buying merch, Chrome Ball Vista is announced. It's actually this weekend coming up, 25th, Saturday the 25th. Looks like maybe a little bit smaller, but just a tournament going on. But that's going to be cool.
Is it 2 days? Didn't you see somewhere that it was 2 days?
That was just a quick little blurb, I think, when I was on the merch site. But I think it just is Saturday. Believe so. Double check me, everybody, but I'm pretty sure it's just Saturday.
That's what it is on their website. Sorry, Cole.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, Nate, you're not able to attend.
No, so I'm going on my yearly camping trip that I've been doing since I was 4 years old. I was bummed when I saw that the Chrome Ball would be during Memorial Weekend because I was gonna try to hit every single one. I was gonna try to. So you guys will have to get me the shirt and all that stuff. So
the art is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'll edit that in.
What is
pretty
it?
Cool. It's someone kicking in a ball into a net. Very descriptive, I know. And then there's like some. I think there's it looks like maybe the Wave water park in the background, and then like some trees and a mountain, and I think like maybe the city hall or something like that, and a helicopter. Art by Scott Holtgren, by the way. Credit to Scott Holtgren.
Scott Holtgren with the U. Holt.
Yeah.
Valhalla Scott Instagram.
Valhalla. I don't know that I'll be able to make it either. It'll be my birthday weekend, and I have some plans, but I'd love to try to go. So, Keegan and Trevor, if you want to come pick me up and just drive me around, and I'll just be like Weekend at Bernie's, just be blacked out. You can just carry me around.
I'll get you one of those helmets with 2 beers on the side and
dude,
straw, and we'll just feed you and drag you in a wagon. Here's Chris.
No flaws in the plan. I love it.
Yeah,
man. We should put on the wagon Creepy Corner.
Yeah,
gotta get some SDFC Fancast. We gotta get some stickers made so you can just like throw them out and like confetti.
Dude, seriously, that is true. And our
Just walk
logo
through
lenses
it.
help the cool stickers, I think.
Mhm.
We should get some stickers. But any other signings that you guys would want, or any other players that would be top of your list that you think would be realistic after big rumors on Kevin De Bruyne and stuff like that? Because obviously, maybe we can cast a bit wider net than we initially thought.
Yeah,
I'll start. Seamus Coleman, I want him.
Oh,
If
yeah.
Sergio Ramos doesn't come.
Yeah, I mean, KDB obviously is still at the top of my list. It's top of everyone's list, I'm sure. That would just be insane. It would be bunkers. There's others. Can't think of them right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say with
Hell yeah.
now that it looks like they're gonna be putting up, or at least they're throwing it out there that they're gonna be possibly spending big money on players. Well, like I always dream would be Sala, though that will never happen. But yeah, I don't know. Now I don't, if they're gonna go for De Bruyne, you never know. I guess he does have the Egyptian lineage that could come through. No, I'm just trying. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
Yeah,
just because it's all rumors, and we got to sign somebody, but it's still only May of 2024, so it's just.
Yeah.
But I think some of the realistic things that we've heard, like it's probably going to be Ramos, and if we got a good keeper that can help Furry just like kind of learn and grow for a couple seasons, I think that's really important.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I think another one, Mohamed El Neni from Arsenal. It's his last season. Kind of, quiet player, but solid midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You never know.
I think someone like Luka Modric could be realistic. He's on the older side, and the typical.
I would love that, but I think Fiorentino Perez just signed him to another 1-year extension. Him and Toni Kroos. I think the president of Real Madrid signed the extension himself. I thought that was the news.
I see an article from 5 hours ago that says Modric, Kroos could stay at Real Madrid. It doesn't say they're staying.
Okay.
But the other, we've talked about this before. The other dream scenario would be Mohamed Kudus. He is just bonkers.
Did you see that goal he had?
Holy shit! Yes.
$1 somewhere.
Oh, and the goal we're talking about is an amazing overhead, a bicycle kick goal. So do yourself a favor and watch it. For sure. That was amazing. I would love to have him on the team.
I think he would dominate. Just watching him, particularly against City,
just what happens.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like
bummer.
The MLS is close to taking that next step, though, to getting guys like that are younger and guys in their prime or coming into their prime that are really good. Which, who knows, maybe this will be the time that it takes, SDFC signs a dude like that and enters that next stage of getting really good players when they're really good,
Hell yeah, they just released the salaries. MLS released the salaries this season, and people are getting paid, man. Like Acosta's at $4 million, north of $4 million. Messi's the highest paid. I read something like he's higher paid than more than half the rosters, or 10 of the rosters, or something like that. But it's like, what do you expect? One person that Busquets is getting paid a shitload. I didn't realize that his salary is high. I forget what it is, but I remember going, oh damn, like $8 million, something like that. Where I think Suarez is Suarez is like 1 point something, if I remember correctly.
Oh, wow.
So that was crazy to see. But there are some players, like I said, Acosta, Arango is getting paid. No, I mean they're splashing some cash to get some quality soccer players. It's pretty cool.
To Keegan's point, I mean, a prime example of that, if the Chucky Lozano deal happens, is $12 million for a guy who's 28 years old could, dominate the MLS for 4 or 5 years. So that is, a good indicator that we're trending in the right direction and not just signing 37-year-olds. We're getting that young talent.
It sucks. I feel like we're fighting with the Saudis, though, because I was watching the Tyson Fury fight on Saturday, and Ronaldo's ringside, Neymar was there, like the Prince of Saudi Arabia, but feel like if they would have come to the MLS, they would have been so much better off. Like, I know that the money probably isn't the same, but hopefully the MLS is paying more and more,
You donated to the Prince of Saudi Arabia, right? Because they were gonna give you a seat at the table or something like that, didn't you? It was like an email you got.
I got an email from one of his cousins. I
nice.
actually sold my third born. You guys didn't know I had a third child.
Did you get a cat out of it? A Saudi Arabian cat?
Still waiting to hear back.
Oh, gotcha. Dude, that's so funny.
That's amazing.
But on other soccer news, that TBT tournament that we brought up, the 7-on-7 one, Chris Marlisha hit us up on Instagram. So thank you, Marlisha. And that was the one she was talking to you about in Chula Vista.
Cool.
And she said, yeah, that Chris is correct. That is what she mentioned to him at Cornball Tour Vista. And that, yeah, that you're not wrong. That when you called it a giant summer soccer festival, and she's going to it. Woo!
Yeah, she said.
How sick is that?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Marlisha, but I feel like she's been going for quite a few years.
She went last year as well. She said her friend's team won it.
That's cool.
Mutant Pride.
Nice.
What?
That's
A
cool.
million winner take all. Yeah, I'm looking.
How killer is that? So good luck, Marlisha, to your friend's team. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude.
$1 million.
So yeah, I thought that was cool. And thank you for the info as well, and for listening to us jib jab. Appreciate that.
Pat
One of our
McAfee has a
sixth
team. Yeah, the sixth.
Oh, really?
He's got the CONCACAF SC. He calls his team.
Nice.
He used to play soccer. Like he was a punter. That's kind of what he's known for. But he played soccer like as a kid, and he just kicked the hell out of a ball, and he just made it in the NFL. But yeah.
Oh, that's killer. It's crazy how many people are into soccer that I didn't realize. And I mean, it's still crazy to me because before, like, in 2006, when I was Mr. Cool Guy, wanted to wear my soccer jerseys around, it was, people would be like, who the hell is Schweinsteiger?
Kaká.
But now it's like, and now I still am like, I can't believe people into soccer. It's like, yeah, dumbass, everybody, like, it's the most popular sport on the planet. Like, just because I lived in a little bubble in the US, I thought like, oh yeah, so crazy that everybody likes soccer. It's like, no shit. Everybody liked soccer a lot longer before I came around.
Well, that being said, not everybody likes soccer because Americans can be stupid and be like, "Oh, soccer's so boring."
Guys, yeah, but I do hear that less, I gotta say.
It's getting more trendy and like popular. Celebrities are buying stock in it, and it's like seems to be the trendy kind of cool celebrity thing to do right now.
Hey, that's cool. Bring the talent our
But
way.
is it for the love of the game though? Are they doing it for the love of the game? That's what I question. Or they just do it because they have big egos and want to be on TV?
And it's
all right.
Both and both.
No, I'm sorry. It's celebrities. Just don't get me started.
just balance it out is what I like, and I hate it when they're kind of grandstand, like, oh, we're doing this for the right reasons. It's like, calm down. You're also doing it to make money. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Speaking of celebrities, Will Arnett, we don't hate you. We love you. If you want to come on,
Will,
yes.
And we'll love you even more when you become a San Diego FC fan.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
It's in your heart. Listen to your heart, Will.
Listen to it. Listen to it.
Donaghy.
Speaking of Americans and all that stuff,
Jackie boy.
That was good. Jackie boy.
Dude, that is a good one. Stu Holden and Alexi Lawless and all the other talking heads, I think, are releasing their what I want the U.S. roster to be bits, and videos of it for the Copa America. Do you guys have a roster? Give me every single position. I'm just joking. But have you guys thought about that or anything like that?
Bench.
Well, here's one. Out of Balogun, Haji Wright, Sargent, of those three, who are you going to start up front?
Sergeant Balogun.
That's going to be my answer too.
But Haji's have Haji as your sub and just be stoked we have depth because Haji's, I love him.
Where are you going to start, Gio Reyna or no?
Probably depends on the rest of the formation.
Yeah,
it's
3
hard
at the back or 4 at the back.
I mean, we have to. I feel like we have to do 4 at the back.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets convoluted in the midfield because
I know
Musa, Pulisic, and Tyler Adams are all basically stalwarts in the midfield, and then it's Timothy Weah on the wing, who I'm a big fan of, love his pace, but Gio is a creator, so that's where it gets. It might be a one striker guy up top, and
maybe you go 3 defender.
It's so risky.
That is crazy.
But yeah, I mean, if we did go one striker only, it changes things because I think Sargent and Balogun would work really well with a striker up there to help them. Whereas Haji Wright might be a better, guy up there on his own due to his power and ability to hold up the ball and things like that. Didier Drogba type guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to go back and literally watch more. But I know Sargent had a great season with Norwich. I saw a couple games, only a few this season. I only watched one game of Haji Wright for Ipswich, so I cannot speak
Coventry?
to that. I've only seen them for US games, so I really would be talking on my butt if I'm being totally honest. One thing that I found interesting was that Lawless and Stu Holden both had Timothy Weah as a right back, either a right winger, like Stu Holden had 3 at the back with Weah in the right, and then Alexi Lawless had a 4 at the back with Weah on the right as well. And I guess at Juve, Allegri had been playing him like that a little bit, and he was doing really well, is what they're saying. So I honestly had no idea about that either.
I did, and quick little fact check. Colin was right. It's Coventry, not Ipswich. For
I'm an idiot. See,
you're good.
I
have watched Timothy Weah play right back, and I think he's done a great job. However, I think his talents are wasted back there. I think I love having him on the wing. I think he's a good striker, but his ability to swing in the ball on the wing is really impressive. And I feel like if he's a right back, I mean, granted, with him and Anthony Robinson on both sides, we would be that would be very strong. However, I feel like he's better as a right winger than back.
I think Stu Holden left Anthony Robinson off his starting 11.
Well, that's just crazy, Stu.
That's just
you're an idiot.
Mad.
And I like you, Stu Holden, but beat it.
Maybe he's just trying to get clicks or something, but no, I don't know. He seems like an earnest fella.
I love
does
Stu
seem like
Holden,
an earnest fella,
but he clearly is terrible at managing the USMNT.
Yeah. I don't know.
Keegan, wake up.
I have no idea. Yeah, that's all right. Look at Keegan's like, why are you
he's spry as can be?
I know. You guys, are you in favor of scrapping VAR or not in favor of scrapping VAR?
I like VAR. I think it's just the dodos in Europe running it at the moment.
Like Jose Mourinho said, the only person that's worried about security cameras are the thieves. Something like that.
I've always said, like, if it's an offside rule, have a 10-year-old in there and have them look at the monitor and be like, hey, is this offside or not? And the 10-year-old would be like, yes, every time.
It's also crazy that
I don't know if that plan is flawed.
It's not flawed. Thank you for agreeing.
It is also crazy though that they'd give the revs like the power. They'd give the tool that could possibly take their job and hold them really accountable. Like, here you go, you use it, and the refs are like, "Fuck this! Why would I use this? Like,
fair.
This thing is gonna make me look bad, and it might take my job. Like, are you shitting me? Like, no goal. Sorry, I didn't see that handball. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
I feel like I'm a fan of VAR, especially as it's been used more frequently. It seems like they've got it down. It's generally pretty quick. Like, it doesn't take 10 minutes. It's usually a minute or two, if that. But I could picture them compromising and keeping VAR for goals, which is the right thing to do. There was a goal today that was overturned in the City game. It was a handball, which they called a goal.
Oh yeah.
But on fouls and yellow cards and red cards and things like that, I could see them compromising and maybe not doing VAR on that, which they are currently doing.
Yeah, I was going to say that's where I could see goals. It should be, because if it's a goal, could change, or even like if it's in the box. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. For everything, it seems then they'll just be robot referees. rolling up and down the field, which I'm sure is coming.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Sounds
And
like
then-
a hazard. People are just getting
Yeah.
concussions off a robot.
Yeah. And then when it's
Balls
Squid
getting
Game
popped.
style, they just shoot you when you're outside.
Yeah, exactly.
The ball
red
gets
card,
popped.
Oh, I love Squid Game.
It, like,
And then they
lands
go to
right on
bar,
the
they're
hand.
like, "Oh wait, he wasn't offside. Whoops."
Yeah, dragging their limp body off the field.
Oh god.
That being said, though, I am for VAR, all encompassing. I mean, if a guy fucking goes in cleats up and only gets a yellow when it was very egregiously, it should have been a red. I'm all for reviewing it real quick and being like, all right, that's a red.
Yeah.
Or stuff on the field when players spit on each other, which is disgusting, and all that type of crap, or punching each other during corners and you can't see it, all that type of
Yeah.
stuff. Chicken shit stuff.
It's a good tool to have. It just needs to be just do your best to get it right. And maybe there's a little more training, or maybe there's something, or maybe it's a different crew, like to your point, Nate. But I think we need it overall.
Yeah,
Needs
and
to
I
be
think keep
refined.
refs as well and pay them more. Train them better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you know, I'm always having different setups. I thought it was funny. This is what I used to nail the stuff up. I felt like Andy Dufresne.
It also looks like a gavel. I think you should use that now when someone's being a ridiculous.
That's
Order.
Order.
Say, order.
What I say?
Oh, Judge Judy style. All right. I've been dragging my feet on this, and I didn't really want to bring it up, but let's talk about the fantasy league, huh?
Oh, European.
Oh goodness gracious me.
It was a wild
There's
finish.
there's a first for everything. So for all the years that we've been playing, I've been playing since 2007. Christopher Morgan Thomas here has never ever won the fantasy Premier League. That's the Premier League fantasy we do for obviously the English soccer. And yeah, guess what? Guess what, everybody? He won.
What?
Boom!
Oh.
Confetti bomb. Thank you,
Okay.
Nathan. You
Yeah,
shot it right at
there
the
you go.
camera and no one saw it.
I know.
Oh.
You've never won it, and I thought it was just since we switched to the draft version.
I have never won Fantasy
Dang.
Premier League, at least
at
that
that.
I can remember. And I came out strong this year. I pulled it out.
Mateta was like your hero this
Yeah,
past
I
like month, dude. He was on fire. I got
Big-
second. Thank you.
Big
very
shout out
much.
to producer Trevor, though, the guy, because we do like a head-to-head league where the total points don't matter. It's what happens on a week-by-week basis versus your opponent. But Trevor was the highest scoring team in the league, and I think he finished in like 6th place. Poor
Oh,
bastard.
man,
dude.
that's so bittersweet.
It's very
I
I prefer
unfortunate.
not to speak.
That is unlucky.
well
Yeah. So
done,
yeah.
Chris. Well done.
Thank you. And in MLS news, Keegan, you want to talk about our game? All right, Keegan, if you're not ready. He kicked my ass. He kicked my ass.
All right. Well, why don't you review us then?
Go ahead, you big old bitch.
I'm trying to log in.
All right, I got it. Keegan
Yeah.
beat me 92 to 76.
it's
I put up a good week, 76 points. Walker Zimmerman was on my bench with 16, which was a huge bummer. I know that would have tied it up if I had played him. Yeah, Keegan took me down. It was a great week. He's really struggling, by the way.
Yeah, he's having all sorts
Did
of issues over
Do you have
there.
some liquid wrench today or something?
Yeah. No, the MLS website just it won't load it. I don't know, but
He
yeah,
didn't
you're
have
welcome.
enough liquid wrench today.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
problem.
Oh my
Speaking of
god!
About a quart low. Enjoy that loss, free.
I
Here.
was gonna say, Chris, you probably saw what I was gonna say. Speaking of getting my ass, someone's getting their ass beat, Nate.
Good
Oh
Lord.
goodness!
I got
No.
the woodshed.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
You know what's crazy is, of course, I put Benteke and Messi on my team and do the big change around, and then Messi gets 2 points on total. But yeah,
Wow.
Didn't matter.
Well,
My
when
God.
your captain gets 56 points, I don't think it
Yeah.
fucking matters.
dude,
Jeez,
Acosta is
dude.
so effing good. I know I always talk about him, but you guys, he's really good at
You
soccer.
love the
Yes.
short kings.
I know, dude. He's even always pick him for like the freaking quiz games and shit. I gotta change it up a little bit. It's hard,
Hey, you
y'all.
like who you like,
It's-
man.
Yeah, so the final score was 145-67. Nate versus Colin. Yeah, it was that.
Hey, but I did text these guys. I let them know my set my game up in MLS fantasy.
You also said it on the podcast last week, but you don't watch it, so I don't expect you to remember.
Hey, someone's got to not watch it.
Could use every view we get.
Stu unfortunately did not appreciate that it was Trevor's birthday and beat him 125-53.
Got him.
Got him good.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Well, congratulations again, Christopher. Long time coming.
Thank you so much.
All right, and you guys ready for a quiz game?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
So today's quiz game is a non-competitive one, and it's just called AOL Screen Names. Woo! Because we all grew up in a time where, at least everybody on this podcast, grew up in a time where chatting on AOL was the thing to do, and choosing the right screen name was important.
Yeah.
That's how I courted my now wife. All we did was talk on AIM. I played World of Warcraft for 15 hours a day.
There you go.
And she did not.
Nerd.
So I figured I would
nerd alert.
I'd bring up a player or ex-player, and then we can guess what their AIM name would have been potentially, or what it was if they had Instant Messenger. And we'll start with them. The Short King, Luciano Acosta, and I put Lucy Goal, LUCIGOL 69. And then when his mom asked him why 69, he was like, "It's because it's the record in the league, and I'm going to score more goals than that." When really it's because regular 69.
I was going to say 69 would be an impressive goal record,
right?
I was thinking actually along the same lines as me, Little Lucho 69. And of course,
good one.
You laid out the case for the 69, so I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, Little Lucho.
I was gonna do 3 feet tall, 10-foot shadow. And he does not get laid for years.
There's too many characters, I think, but go on.
Well, I just meant he's short, but he casts it. He's tall internally. Yeah, we'll roll on to the next one.
I was gonna go with I love. Is there something you wanted to say, Keegan? Did you want to interrupt while I was gonna say my thing here?
I think he was taking a sip of his drink.
Jesus Christ.
Continue with your shitty name.
Alarmed here.
There he goes again.
Fairly alarmed here.
I love Lucci.
Oh,
that's pretty solid. 69.
69, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Next one, Alex Morgan.
It's like
and I think, she's always do it, dude.
Must be respectful.
No, you don't. Overrated. Alex Morgan would be soccer star, but she would actually have like the 3 stars in the front and then the 3 stars on the side, and she would use too many R's for soccer and star.
Chris, that's your crush. Why don't you go ahead?
Don't out me, bro.
Maybe she's still on AIM, Chris.
I mean, she's got a great last name because that's my middle name. Morgan's Heroes.
Keegan.
He's listening to music right now.
No, Chris has caught me off guard. I don't know why. I was gonna do some. She'd probably have something dumb if I met. She's like 14. She's playing soccer, like alley balling or something like that.
Yeah, I love soccer. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like goal scorer girl 874.
Goal girl.
Colin, you gotta just sit there.
I was gonna spitball with that. No, we'll say goal girl. I love soccer. 1, 2, 3.
Hell yeah, I like it. All right, and last one, Clint Dempsey, the rap star himself, CD Money.
Oh, TV Money.
He's your favorite.
Yeah.
Someone else want to go?
You got something.
I was gonna go hit.
Spitball, dude.
I got it. His would be like Big Dick Dempsey.
I like
just scoring
that.
goals for fun. bitch.
Mhm.
243.
Yeah.
Exactly. The Nagadocious native. Yeah. All right, Chris, a good one. All right.
Clint the Flint. He
Womp,
likes to
womp.
light fire with flint.
I think that's the best one. I think it's the best one of the night.
The slow
Trevor could
head.
have used the sound effect on that, buddy. A duck or something.
All right, let's go. Get this ref to blow this whistle.
Oh yeah. I'm not even setting up for a kick because we don't deserve it. Just blow the whistle, ref.
Talk about petering out.
A rear vent there, Chi.